And it's getting crazy, though. I don't know if you saw all these Twitter revelations that are coming out. Elon's going hard right now.
Hard. I think he got mad over the weekend.
I don't know what happened.
Right?
He went to a Dave Chappelle show.
I think he got booed at Dave Chappelle.
Don't go to a San Francisco show. I mean, come on, bro.
He didn't get fully booed. There was some.
He said 10% and 90%. 90% cheers, 10% booze. Boos reign louder than cheers always in any stadium. Like if you like, for example, A-Rod would get booed in every stadium that he ever went to. And I saw him at the Dodger Stadium. I saw him at the Angels Stadium. And it was a very small percentage of the 50,000 people, 45,000 people there. But it sounded resounding because it's a boo. You know what I mean? It's not what you hear at a fucking concert or whatever. But I don't think people hate Elon. I think for the most part, people think he's doing something good, right?
A lot of lefties hate him. But also, he went to a show with Dave Chappelle, which you'd think he would have gotten more support because no woke people go see Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle is allegedly a transphobe. But Elon, he's getting a lot of shit from the mainstream establishment. I mean, dude, he just tweeted out that his pronouns were prosecute Fauci.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
And there is still a lot of people. I was telling Nico.
He doesn't sleep, Danny. Does he sleep?
I don't know.
He tweets at 3 a.m., at 6 a.m., at 4 a.m. Like he tweets through the night. Dude.
He's the new Trump. But
he's Trump. Yeah.
We were coming back from Tampa Bay yesterday, and when we were at Austin on our layover, there were two hot chicks at one booth at a restaurant, and then one perfectly healthy looking, good shaped 35-year-old, 40-year-old guy wearing one of the hardcore masks the entire time, taking it off to take a bite, then putting it back on. That guy hates Elon Musk because Elon Musk tweeted prosecute Fauci, and probably for a lot of other reasons too.
Yeah, but what if that guy was just sick or something?
He wasn't. I could tell. And there were plenty of people wearing masks. He was just one guy.
What if he's doing it for you?
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the mask originated. In China, it was when you were sick, you would wear it to help others.
Someone in America would never want to wear it for that reason, though, because then they would be like, "Oh no, I don't want everyone to think that I'm sick." And then
that's true.
It's purely social reasons. It's like it's posting the black square. It's having your pronouns on your Instagram profile.
Oh, you think that's
what wearing
he's
a
like
mask
virtue
is.
signaling to his friends? Yeah,
absolutely. That's what I think it is. And Elon, dude, when he recently came out and released the Hunter Biden laptop story, here's what happened, dude. He took over Twitter. All of the lefties and the legacy media freaked the fuck out because they feared that they were going to lose control of this platform that basically just served their needs. And a lot of people were like, that's probably not why they're freaking out. They're just freaking out because maybe a billionaire, maybe he does have too much power to control us. But now it's coming out that that's exactly what fucking Twitter was doing. They were conspiring with the FBI and with powerful Democratic politicians like Michelle Obama to censor the narratives that made their way into the mainstream.
You're not going to read about this in any mainstream account either. It's only on Twitter with proof. He has proof up on Twitter, and that's where you can find that. But I don't think you'll find like ramblings. I've been trying to like see where like if any of the mainstream kind of media.
They just talk shit about it.
Yeah, they just talk shit and say like, the journalist just snooze. Like he didn't find anything in there. Like,
or you're doing. Or
what are you talking about?
The journalist who came out and did the story, he's cool. I watched an interview with him this weekend.
Matt Taibbi?
Yes, yeah. I saw him on Bill Maher a couple times. I didn't really know his deal,
I
but
don't know.
But everybody's like, "Hey, you're doing PR for the richest man in the world. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you." And I listened to him on Ben Shapiro, and he said that this whole thing started in 2016, this completely irrational, if you're not with us, you're against us, no sense of humor. But yeah, he put out this Hunter Biden story, basically that the FBI talked to Twitter and said, hey, suppress this fucking story. We don't want it coming out before the election, basically because we want Joe Biden to win the election. Mm-hmm. Michelle Obama came to Twitter and said, hey, ban fucking Trump. And they just listened to these people. They're all friends.
What about the child that was up? The child that had 10 million. There was like multiple Twitter that were just dedicated to child
pornography.
Tell
me about this. I saw Elon tweet about it. I don't know the whole story.
Apparently, Twitter didn't think it was enough because there was no violations. It's wild, bro. But they basically let like a Twitter that was for child and up for at least 2 years. and it had 10 million views.
What kind of content was on there?
I don't know, Danny.
Umbilical cord porn stuff?
It might have been umbilical cord porn stuff. Yeah. No, we always go back. I had this rant one time about Blake Lively talked about umbilical cord porn, that there's guys that fuck babies.
And he ironically was saying it's his favorite kind of porn.
I wasn't saying that.
Then it wasn't really a rant then. A rant would have been like, oh yeah, I love this stuff. Can't get enough.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that maybe people should be a little bit more upset about things like that than about what pronouns are in our bios and our Instagram bios. You know what I mean? But it was a wild kind.
Yeah, but are there really that many people upset about pronouns?
No,
I don't know where the news is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you hear like people
there
are. But at the
Seems
same
like
time,
it.
is that a false narrative
It might
being
be a
pushed by the
exactly.
right? And that's like the
a good
outrage that pisses everyone off,
a good
because
point.
when you should be worrying about taxes or shit like that, people are worried about pronouns.
Right.
And it's like,
Here,
well,
it's
you know,
It
is
could be
that
the
a
narrative, dude.
legit
It could be the narrative
narrative?
because I don't talk to people that often.
Yeah.
Except for an occasional, I think there's some girls at like comedy clubs that have no idea that people like can say anything you want at a comedy club.
Yeah.
And they'll come up to comedians after and be like, I'm
Exactly.
just really offended.
It's
by
all
what you said."
Exactly. And the
Diversity.
thing is like at that Dave Chappelle, there's a ton of woke people love him. And even with all the,
Exactly.
they get it. They understand what he's saying. It's not like there's no woke people behind Dave Chappelle. He's like the funniest comedian in the world. So this is kind of like it's what makes the news.